Perhaps you're going through tough times at the moment. Perhaps it's sometimes felt like things would never improve. But the ability to see beyond the present is hugely liberating, and anyone who's ever triumphed over difficult or prolonged adverse life events has discovered that no matter how difficult things may appear at one stage in our lives, you'll have a very different perspective on it in time. Any storm eventually blows itself out, and new opportunities will inevitably present themselves in time. What's more, when people learn to stay strong and determined during the difficult times, it connects them with wells of power within themselves, reserves of resilience that become a powerful resource for the rest of their lives. Resilient people find meaning and purpose where others see only despair, and this in turn allows them to see possibility where others see only obstacles. I remember working with a client who had been through a series of incredibly stressful events, including the loss of their house and their business collapsing. And I asked that client to reflect on how they managed to keep going, how they found the resilience to get through those chaotic, painful events. Because resilience is more present in your life, in your body and your mind than you might realize. And I said to that client, a person really can be overdue some good luck in their life. And they told me that this idea really stayed with them, and they kept it in the back of their mind. And bit by bit, as they focused on the simple, practical steps they could take to get more control over their situation, things began to settle down in that client's life. One of the ways to dramatically increase your resilience is to pay close attention to how you explain the events in your life to yourself. When people indulge in excessive rumination, they tend to rehash the past, imagining how things might have gone differently, or they cycle through repetitive worry thoughts about the future, fixating on what else could go wrong. While this is understandable and human, when people do this to excess, it's a misuse of the imagination, and it ends up creating a sense of overwhelm and burnout. The imagination is a wonderful tool, but it can be used in much more effective ways than to cycle through regrets and worry. A resilient mindset means focusing on what you can control, what you can influence, and what resources are available, both in terms of your inner strength and capabilities and the people who can assist you and the assets you have. The hardships of life, however unjust or unwelcome, can nonetheless forge real strength of character within us. By training yourself to focus on what you can do and finding meaning and purpose in getting through difficult times, you discover that you're a lot stronger and more capable than you might ever have imagined.